Okay, and we're back. Okay, guys, so this time I wanted to share some more videos about the wheel, some more stories that I left out last time, and I'm just going to keep adding to this because there are a lot of stories in the wheel, like I've demonstrated before in other videos, so I want to keep adding to this. So I'm going to teach some new stuff today. Okay, and so here we have the wheel right here. And last time we talked about the balance of the wheel, which we can find over here in, okay, so let's get over here. Let's go to Virgo. We've got Aries over here, and then we've got the balance, okay, to make the cross, right? And we've got the balance. I also wanted to point out, too, that, okay, so this is the balance over here in Libra, right? But also the balance is here in Cancer, okay, because Cancer is the yin-yang, okay? And it's actually a part of the Bible, because the Bible is the story of the yin-yang also. Okay, it's the balance of the bulls, the two, big energies in the sky. It's also 69. Okay, and then this is also a symbol for balance also. So you've got balance on the wheel here at the top, and then you've got balance over here on the side. Okay, and then last time we talked about the fertilized egg, right? And then we talked about the cross, and then we talked about the compass, how you get your 12. Okay, so I wanted to backtrack though and talk about this because this is also the 4 seasons, right? And in astrology, this is also considered the sign for plants. Okay, plant life. So the medicine wheel, because plants are medicine. So you've got your sacred cross, and then you've got your 4 seasons, which is spring, because the sun springs up here. This is also when people celebrate the resurrection of the Son of God. You can see this in all the different cultures too. They'll tend to have a lot of their celebrations during this time of the year. It's because of the equinox. Same thing over here. This is called Passover because the sun passes over into judgment. Right? So over here I've demonstrated the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. And you could say the fall. You could say the fall because the sun appears to fall into the underworld. Okay? So let's go over here. We've got spring, summer, fall, or autumn, which autumn is atum. Autumn is atom, and atom is Adam. Okay? Because it starts over here in the woman, right? Lots of stuff starts in the woman. She's very important to life on the earth. Okay, so we have our spring, summer, fall, and then we've got our winter. Okay, and the sun, he technically dies on the cross here because this is the, this point here. Let me go ahead and mark these 4 points for you because this is the sacred cross. So these 4 points here, every time the sun crosses one of these points, he's considered to technically like die because for 3 days he just kind of hangs out. So he comes to the bottom and he just hangs out for 3.5 days, and then he appears to move up the wheel or up the ladder. And this is pertaining to the sine wave once again. Okay, and you got the points on the sine wave, which you've got your cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Okay, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So this is another reason why, okay, this is the mutable spot, and then over here is the fixed again, and then it just starts over in the cardinal, fixed, mutable. Points on the wave. Okay, and I hope that makes sense because they show how it goes up and down like that. Okay, so on the wave, when you see the wave, it goes up and down, you'll have cardinal, fixed, mutable, cardinal, fixed, mutable. And it's the same thing when it comes to the houses. You'll have cardinal, fixed, mutable, cardinal, fixed, mutable. Oh, wait, I gotta fix that part there. Fixed, mutable, cardinal, fixed, mutable, cardinal, fixed, mutable. And these are considered to be the trinity of the wheel. Okay, so this is the trinity points of a wave. Trinity points of wave. Okay, waves are important to man because waves have beginning and end points, right? And we know what happens when we flatline. Okay, waves, they come and they go. And this is also measured with the planets. Some waves are tighter together than others, right? A lot of this is dependent on the movement of the planets. So we've got our points on the wave, and then to find fire, earth, air, water, we take into consideration the tetragrammaton. You might recognize tetra, okay, and that's 4. And the 4 in the tetragrammaton is God's name, YHWH. That's how we translate it into English, but it's Yod He Vav He, okay, and that is for fire, earth, air, and water. So you've got your cardinal, fixed, mutable, and everything begins here in the Lamb, right? This is the beginning for man. So you've got your points, right? Fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. Fire, earth, air, water. And then it just starts over, okay, in the calendar. So that's how your signs come to have that, okay? Now the top part of the wheel, this half of the wheel, this is considered heaven, okay, starting in Aries to Virgo, because this is the head of the year here. This is when the sun appears to reign in heaven in all his glory. This being the Father's house of many mansions, we calculate our calendar this way. The earth is turning this way, okay? We know stories begin this way, so that's how we know we're in the age of Aquarius. Okay, and then this quadrant of the heavens is considered to be the king's chamber, because Leo is the house of the rising sun. Leo is the house of the sun. Cancer is the house of the moon. Okay. Okay, so Cancer is the house of the moon. This is where the sun reigns in heaven with his bride and his huppah, which is his quadrant, with his mother, Mary, and the Father's house of many mansions. Okay, so heaven and heel. This is the heel of the calendar, and it goes all. It begins here, and it goes all the way around. Okay, for the story of the Christ. Okay, so heel, and heel is Heel, from where they get the word hell. Okay, and then you have Horus in Egypt, and he rules the day, and then you have Set. Horus for the hours. Okay, and then Set, because the sun sets and goes into the underworld. Okay, so there's heaven and there's hell, or heel of the year. Okay, souls enter here and they leave this way in the heavens, and the story of the heavens. Okay, and we got to put the double L there for that. And when you start deciphering these words, there's a lot that you need to go and look up. But here's some more of the stories that I've shared. I also want to share real quick about Aquarius, how it's the beginning and the end. It's the beginning and the end for the gods, because the gods is us, you guys. This is the hero's journey. We're the hero. We are the Christ on the wheel. This is where our story begins in Aquarius, where we learn the word of God, and we come here. We start out in the waters, right? I showed you voila. We're the 2 fish. We race. We become the lamb, the U, the EWE, the YOU. Okay, and then we race back and we finish in the waters of life. That's in your head. Okay, so that's the story.